39 in, 39 out. I can see my breath. I am not complaining, just stating the weather here. I was gone all day yesterday, and it was dark and cloudy, and I didn't get any work done here at all. I was on the road. Looks like we have some sun today and a lot of wind. Wish I had my wind turbine up now. The little guy needs an 11-mile-an-hour wind to start spinning, so I'm probably going to take advice from people and put a different blade on him. I have an old fan blade I have to dig up from somewhere, and I'll put that on there once I find it. But anyway, I wasn't here, which is fine because my batteries were dead. Let's see what we have here. Everything's cold and dead right now. Yeah, 11.8 volts, 40 degrees. The temperature of the batteries reduces its capacity, of course. Now they're down to 11.8 volts, which is very bad. I hate to see that. I'm surprised. The panels are bringing in some power this early, but not enough to do anything. So, and that's fortunate. That's 11.8 volts with me not being home using anything. So if I had been home, that would have been bad, because I do my videos and answer comments and stuff. The reason it was so cold in here this morning, I'm sitting here with a sweatshirt, and I have a long sleeve shirt, a sweatshirt, and my winter coat on. But again, not complaining, because what happened is yesterday I had to go to a town far away to get my generator swapped out, and that's a long drive back and forth in itself. And I did that. It took him, I was there 2 hours at the store because they couldn't find my paperwork. They had to look it up in the system and call headquarters and all kinds of stuff, but I got my generator. So it was a 4-hour round trip, actually 5 hours because I had lunch while I was in town. So that was 5-hour round trip just to get that generator. And then I was home long enough to get that Christian camper. Oh yeah, I had to go in the same town where I got my generator swapped. I got the keys for the Christian camper. So that was a little bit of time out as well. So I don't know exactly how many hours, but I'm estimating here. I got here and moved the Christian camper over to my spot, so I have it here. I'm not showing myself, by the way, just because I don't look so hot. But anyway, put the Christian camper over here, and then left again to go to town again with somebody else and run some errands. And I got home last night just in enough time to activate my video that I had done the day before, and then go to bed pretty much. So it was a day out, and I don't know, I'm sure there are some wood stove experts that are going to tell me I'm wrong, but in my experience, when I want to start a wood fire and it's going to be an all-nighter, I have to burn and get a lot of coals in the stove before I can toss in the overnighters, and that takes time. And if you get home at night and you just want to go to bed, you're not really going to start a fire and then go to bed. You're going to be up for a while stoking that fire and getting the coals burnt down and getting it going. Now, I might be wrong, but that's my experience. So I went to bed and got up with the outdoor temperature equal to the indoor temperature in the RV. So I still need to seal these windows off, by the way, with the Frost King seals that I got. So that's a project coming up very soon. I still have a lot of work to do, and it's winter, but it has to be done. A lot of people think I was wrong not getting a heat source before getting my place to live, but honestly, I'm still working on a place to live, and it's already cold, and it doesn't matter how much heat you have if you don't have a place to live. And this thing is not insulated yet, and so all the heat is going outdoors. So I gotta get it done. Here's why I didn't have a fire last night and why I woke up freezing this morning. I had to clean out the ash first. Then I got some paper and crumpled it up in there. And then I had to go out into the forest and get some twigs and then some larger branches and stuff, which I didn't have stocked up. I didn't know I was going to be gone all day, so I wasn't prepared. And each time I start a fire, I have to go get a bunch of twigs and then, you know, small stuff, then medium stuff, then larger stuff to put on top of there to start your fire. This all takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to get the fire prepared, and then you got to burn some coals and get it burning well before you can put in the overnighters. You got to have a good coal bed before you can put in the overnighters and close it down. Otherwise, if you just start a fire and close it down, it's probably going to go out. So anyway, I'm going to get my fire going and get some heat going on in here finally. But when you have a wood stove and you don't have everything stocked up ahead of time, if you're not prepared for days in advance, then you got to go out scavenging for scrap twigs and sticks and stuff to start your kindling, or for kindling to start your fire. So anyway, that is how it is. Alright, now I'll show you a tour of my new workshop. There's a power outlet on the outside right here, which is convenient. Now it's got this bar on the back. I'll show you what that's for here in a minute. It's got built-in jacks for leveling in the front and back. It's got a 110 power plug, which is the first I've had on any of my campers. They've always been cut off. There's the other leveling jack. Storage compartment goes all the way through. Battery box has a battery in it, but of course it's probably ancient. And then there's some sway bars, these sway bar mounts and sway bars, which is in the storage compartment here. And everything works. This is in fairly good shape outside, except for the this has all been repaired poorly, I must say, because here is open to the weather. I'll have to patch that up. This has been repaired. It's been ripped. One time they were driving on the road and it ripped this apart into pieces and shredded this whole front end. And we need some patching up here. I've got the windows open. It says I'm already wired for a WineGuard digital satellite system. I'm not sure what that means, but it's curious. It's got a standard door and a step here. Actually, none of my steps ever work. Look at that, that one works. My first ever that works. They never worked for me. They've always been wrecked. Tires are very good, I have to say. There's a tire cover which I'll put up on this. Aluminum framed laminated construction. That's very good. That's a serious benefit. So it's got a upside down yard light, which is pretty cool. I'll put an LED in there. And the door opens and closes. Screen door. Awning, which I do believe is in good shape. Dumb idea with their construction. The awning blocks the window, which is sort of a stupid setup on this camper. So I'll take you inside here. Now, this one thing I want to note is this was designed, I think, for wheelchair access. It's an ultra-wide door. It's hard to see on the camper or on the camera. And that's what that metal hook is for, which I'll show you here in a minute. This is a really wide doorway for wheelchair access, which would make this the ultimate toy hauler, by the way. And that ramp is your access ramp, just laying there. Now the reason I got this for free, I sort of showed last night, there's some bubbling in the walls. Poor thing would really need some work if you wanted to have this usable for people and guests anymore. There's been some drippage on the walls here from water damage. I know drippage is a word I just made up, so there's some weird bubbling in the wall here. I don't know what that is. Now I've got the windows open on both sides to get some airflow and try to dry this out a little. Now we've got a power box here with your breakers, which is good. There's air conditioner, ceiling lights, and I don't know what all else. Very nice wooden cabinet. I'm curious what's down there. I'll have to check. Oh, that's the well, the whole box is just for the power plug. Now we've got, there's a light switch here for something or other. There's a power plug there. There's a power plug here. There's some more light switches. There's another power plug. There's a power plug. There's a power plug. And there's a power plug. So this is the ultimate workshop, because it's got so many outlets, 110 outlets. This is awesome. And I showed you the lights, but here's a better view. Really nice ceiling lights. They're fluorescent, so they should be efficient. And the AC worked for them. Oh, there's a smoke detector up in the ceiling. Now, the bad news is the hole in the ceiling. This is all bowed down and ripped to shreds. The stuff is wrecked. It's been water damaged and it's ruined. And there's actually a stain on the floor from water coming in. I don't know, yeah, that shows up. So this whole back panel will have to be ripped out, and the framing will have to dry. I think that looks like steel rather than aluminum. There's some rust on there. Oh no, that is aluminum. Yeah, that's aluminum. Oh wow, that's nice. So aluminum, that's good. Now this is rubber. Oh, the roof. Oh. Okay, the roof is a piece of rubber. It's a one piece of rubber. The whole roof is rubber. So it comes down inside. And that's the outer siding right there. Fiberglass siding. All this is going to have to come out. All that's wet and water damage. And that's the bare siding right there. So I'll have to oh, everything was put on from the outside. How interesting. But it's got styrofoam insulation, foam insulation. So the damage isn't too severe. Once I get the rotted wood out, I can put this back together nicely. I'm believing there must have been an ant infestation, because see all that powder? That powder is from ants eating your foam and using it. You can see tunnels and chambers where the ants have been making their homes in here. That's ant nesting all up through there, these chambers that they've built. So there was an infestation in here as well. But none of this bothers me for the purpose I'm going to have this for. This, let me see, there's some more dripping down the wall there. But this is going to be a workshop, and it's relatively large. I don't even know the size. I'm thinking 20 foot? 20 by 8? So this is my new workshop and garage, basically. It's going to be a garage on wheels. So I'm excited. Got some benches in here and a bunch of chairs laying around. A little bit of junk. Got some cleaning up to do, but I'm excited because once I get this dried out, I have to patch the roof. There's only one seam on the whole roof. It's a one-piece rubberized roof, and it leaks in one seam, and I have to patch it with some tar. I'm waiting for a day when it's not raining, and then this will start to dry out. And I'm going to get some bungee straps and prop the doors open today, because it's very windy, and that'll help a lot. So yeah, here it is, my new garage basically and workshop. Perfect, because it's empty. It's perfect. So now I'm gonna get everything out of the old camper and the tent, and that way I can start gutting out that camper and strip it down. And everything is going to be up into here, and I'll be able to reduce all the stuff I have. It's 12:30 already, and it's still only 48 in here. I just got the fire going. I took Chris out. He had to get a drug test for his new job. He's got 3 jobs now to choose from. But we went on a wild goose chase. They sent us to one place, which sent us to another, which sent us to another, and finally I said, listen, we need to get this straight. We drove all over all day. Look, we left at 9 o'clock this morning, and I'm just getting home. New York is a little bit crazy, but anyway, nobody seemed to know who would do the drug test, and after driving all morning from place to place to place, he's got some calls to make, and I've got to get this place warmed up. This is what happens when you're gone out here. The outdoor temperature, the indoor temperature are almost the same, because there is no sun. It left me. It looked like it was going to show itself this morning, but then it left me. And we actually had some sleet a few minutes ago. It was brief, but we had some sleet coming down. So winter is here. So I just got the fire going. I'm sitting here. I've got a winter coat. I've got a long sleeve shirt, my sweatshirt, my winter coat on. Inside until I get the heat going on. My little guy, I can hear him spinning. He makes quite the noise when he spins up. I'm getting some serious gusts up here, but for him to perform better, I'm going to have to put him on a swivel mount with a tail. So I'm going to have to bring him down and do some operation on him, because he's not doing very much yet. And I'm also going to properly hook up the wires when I bring him down and hook him up right. But I keep hearing him every once in a while. I get a gust of wind and that thing spins. You can hear that inside the RV. So can't catch it on camera. It's just, it requires an 11-mile-an-hour wind according to the instructions. And the thing is, the wind here is unstable. You can see the wind up there blowing the trees. But it's unstable, it's not steady, and it's gusty, and it spins from different directions, or it comes from different directions. So I need to get that on a swivel so it can always face into the wind properly. We have our first snow, or sleet I should say right now. It's coming down. Hey Chris, how's country life treating you? I don't know, yeah, I think you can see that in the camera. It's coming down. This is our first snow. Actually it's sleet, but you can see it against the back of the car, the black of the car. First day. Actually, it's melting as soon as it hits, but you can see it rolling off the car. I think you can see it. Winter is here. It's 4 in the afternoon and the sun is below the trees. If the trees weren't there, whoops, the panels would be getting a lot of sunlight right now, but the trees are blocking it, so I'm getting 7 whopping watts out of 800 watts of solar. Batteries are at 55, which isn't bad, but it's not really good. Some packages arrived today. It's been pretty busy in the mail the last couple days. I'll take these in on the porch and open these up where it's warmer. It's really cold. I think tonight, I got my wood fire going. It's 73 inside right now, nice and cozy. I think we're gonna have snow because we've had non-stop sleet since this afternoon. So I think it's gonna be our first snow tonight. Although it's only partly cloudy. Well, it's mostly cloudy, I guess. We might get our first snow. Because it's coming down right now. You can't see it. I don't know if you can hear it. Look at the backdrop against the car again. See it coming down. It's been like this all day. You can see be that sleet. All day. So, I think we're in for our first snow. No idea what this is. It's a very long package, makes a metallic sound from Amazon. So, let's see what we got here. Oh wow! How cool is that? I'll have to look up who that's from. There's some good fire set material. A manual slide action log splitter. Wow, and the timing is perfect. I'm not sure who this is from. I have no idea at all, honestly. If I don't find your YouTube name, please give me an email. Easy slide action splits logs fast. Interesting. Well, that's gonna help, because honestly, I've got to go out and split some logs right now. I've got nothing left for burning tonight, so I can try this out. I don't know if we'll be able to record yet tonight, but it's getting dark fast. But well, whoever sent this, if I find your name on YouTube, I'll write it down here in the bottom. Otherwise, thank you very much, and send me an email, info@thediyworld.com, if I don't catch your name. Thank you. Might as well open this up and check it out, because I'm going to be using it soon. Not exactly sure. Looks like it might be a hammering type action. Oh, it's certainly heavy. Massive. What do we have here? Oh, heavy. So, okay, that unscrews. Okay, it's, wow, hammering action. Put that in and hammer it through. Well, I have to try this out. That's a retainer. Okay, nice. That is heavy. Definitely have to try this out here. Well, this is a direct shipment from Walmart. This is a first for me. I've never had a shipment from Walmart ever, even on my own purchase. Let's see what we have here. Flip. More fire material. Yeah, what do we have here? Emerald breakfast on the go. Nut and granola mix. Very helpful for me. I missed breakfast again today because I was hauling Chris around. Breakfast on the go. Nice. Well, thank you. I'm going to put your YouTube name in the bottom here. This is definitely, I'm keeping some of this in the car. It's going to improve my health. Thank you. So you just open up and eat it and you got some breakfast. That would have saved me this morning. Well, this is from the same YouTuber as the breakfast on the go, and it's a Coleman sleeping bag, big game, is written on the box. Oh, there's a box in a box. Okay. Pull this aside. Oh. Oh. Wow. It was all padding. I thought that was a massive box. So, it's a big game sleeping bag. Oh, to -5 degrees. Wow, that's honestly, if that's for real, extreme weather sleeping bag. That's actually going to be the best sleeping bag I've ever owned. My sleeping bags have never been that good, that low temperature. Wow, thank you. Actually, I wish I had this the other night when I had that fever. Oh, that looks like canvas. The bag is canvas. This is rugged. This feels good. Well, I'm gonna pull this out tonight in the inside. So big and tall, up to 6 and 7 foot, with wrap and roll feature. Oh, and it has a matching pillow. Look at that. Oh, this thing is gonna get some use. I tell you what, this is gonna get some use. I'm always out camping, and I'm always freezing. Well, thank you.